I think that politics should be like jury service. And I think that we shouldn't all just sit there, read the paper, look at the TV, and then get on with our lives and leave it to the politicians, because the politicians were all like us once, and I think we all need to contribute.
Bill Heffernan.
With the possible exception, I've been reminded of Bill Heffernan. Apart from and Sophie Mirabella. So I think that's really important. I think that I'm very interested, Ben, it hadn't occurred to me, but the idea of lowering the voting age I think is a great idea, because people will start thinking about voting, and I think the Greens have suggested that it be lowered to 16, but optional voting from 16 to 18 and then compulsory. So the idea is that when people start to think about voting, they're at school, that there can be a somewhat more educated discussion about it. When they're learning about politics, they'll be likely to be putting it into practice very soon. That on one Saturday they go and vote for homework. I think it's just a fantastic idea. So I'm all for it. I've heard a suggestion, this is not Greens policy, but it's a great idea, which is that employers actually set time aside for people to contribute to civics at some stage, through the working month. But that one might be a little further down the track. Janet.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't know the detail. There may be something in our education policy that does talk about the need for improving civics. I don't know the detail of it, but I think it would be something that would be really worth our while to develop quite a detailed initiative on it, because, yeah, it's absolute lack, and the lack of understanding that people have come out of school about the political system is just astounding. And it's something that I think we should be really sort of quite creative at working out how we address it.
All I'll add is politicians have also got a responsibility, and it's no wonder that people are disengaged. You don't have to spend a bit of time in the place to realise what a turn-off it must be. I sometimes go into the chamber and look up at the school kids in the gallery, and I want to go up and apologise to them. It's just, and they don't hear most of it. Most of the stuff's off mic. Yeah. You've got this constant. It's ugly. It's banal, it's childish, it's all of that stuff, and no wonder that people turn off. And you add, a dumbed-down media into the equation. I'd rather watch MasterChef than Question Time half the time. I mean, and so we've got a responsibility too to change it. And we do as Greens. And one of the things that I'm really proud of is we treat the place with the respect it deserves. We're serious about what we're doing in there, and we're at least doing our little bit to try and change the culture, but it's difficult.